If you want to sell your home fast and make the most money for it, and let's face it, who doesn't, staging is kind of a no-brainer. But hiring a professional stager is expensive. So can you actually stage your home by yourself without spending a boatload of cash and still make it look amazing? Heck yeah, you can. So today I'm going to give you my best tips for staging your home all by yourself on a budget and make it look like $1,000,000. Hi there, I'm Stephanie Frost and I'm a real estate agent in Ocala, Florida. And I'm here every Tuesday to talk about all things real estate in the Ocala and Marion County, Florida area. Staging. Done right, staging your home makes it look new, fresh, and trendy, which coincidentally is exactly what today's buyers are looking for. It also makes it look amazing in photos and video, which is important since pretty much everybody these days starts their home search by looking online. And even better, staging your home pays off in actual real hard cash. So how can you stage your home by yourself without breaking the bank? Step one, and probably the hardest step for most people, is to depersonalize the whole house. That means taking down any personal photos, children's artwork, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's going to make your home feel less like home. But you're trying to let the buyer visualize themselves living in your home, which is a whole lot easier when they're not staring at the life-size portrait of Great Aunt Sally on her wedding day. So take a deep breath, think about why you're doing this to begin with, and just do it. Now that that's done, go through your house and make sure that you have a good flow throughout the entire home. Give buyers a clear path to walk without having to dodge around any furniture. If a room has a particularly nifty feature, show it off. If you've got a great fireplace, arrange your furniture to focus on that instead of on the TV. And if you notice that your home decor is looking a little bit dated, consider buying some inexpensive pieces at HomeGoods or Target just to freshen things up a little bit. In the kitchen, get everything off the counters except for some decorative stuff and keep even that to a bare minimum. You're aiming for that nobody actually cooks here look, like the kitchen in a model home. Of course, if your household's even remotely like mine, the coffee maker's a deal breaker. If I were to hide the coffee maker, my husband would probably kill me in my sleep. Without his coffee, he's just a bear with furniture. So the coffee maker gets to stay. Just make it look nice, like a little coffee station with a basket full of pods, a couple pretty cups, that kind of thing. Maybe keep a nice, unused cutting board on the counter, or something similar. Just don't overdo. Empty countertops are spacious countertops, and spacious sells. If you need inspiration, check out some kitchens on Pinterest or HGTV. You'll get the idea. And don't forget the insides of your cabinets either, because buyers are going to look everywhere. Arrange your dishes, pots, and pans as neatly as you can. And if you've got to store some of them away to make room, do it. If you're like me, you probably have a lot of mismatched plates, glasses, and containers stuffed everywhere. If so, pack them away. The idea is to keep everything as cosmetic as possible, which means only leaving out the matching dishes and glasses. And if you have a garbage can in your kitchen, take it out before any buyers show up. If it's one of those pull-out ones, empty it. Nobody wants to see or smell your garbage. Now, the pantry. Buy some decorative bins and baskets from HomeGoods or Amazon and just organize the heck out of that thing. No, it's never looked that way before, and it may never look that way again. But it'll really make a huge impact buyers if it looks that way now. Buyers look at all this clean, organized stuff that they probably don't have at their house, and they start thinking about how much they'd like to live like that. And mentally they start moving in, which is exactly what you want them to do. Next up are the bathrooms. Just like in the kitchen, get everything off the counters. Get everything away and out of sight, including your toothbrush, hairbrush, all that kind of stuff. Nobody really needs to see what brand of shampoo you use or what your favorite toothpaste is. Trust me on this one. Nothing should be on the bathroom counters but a pretty decorative soap dispenser and maybe some dried or fresh flowers or even a small plant kind of thing. If you have a ledge around your bathtub, you could consider putting something decorative in the corner. Just don't go berserk. Then go out and buy a couple big fluffy white towels and a nice white bath mat and put them out for every single showing. After the buyers leave, put them away again until the next showing. They're not there to be used. They're just props. They're there to look pretty and fresh and consequently make your bathroom look pretty and fresh too. And speaking of fresh, make sure that the toilet lid is closed at all times. Nobody really wants to see that or even think about it. Now to the bedrooms. Rule number 1 is keep those beds made. If your bedspread's a little the worse for wear, one of those bed in a bag kits will make it look like $1,000,000, or at least a few hundred anyway. Keep everything decluttered with just a few decorative touches here and there. Go through your closet and put away anything you don't need right now. Try and keep an inch or so of space between the hangers and organize anything that needs to be organized in some of those decorative bins that you bought earlier. Remember, the less stuff you have in the closets, the bigger the closets are going to look. And no buyer in history has ever said, "Gee, I want really tiny closets in my next home." So make those closets look as spacious as possible. If you have any extra rooms in the house, make sure they have a purpose. Maybe stage one as an office or a sewing room, whatever. Just make sure that a buyer looking at them knows what they're there for. Don't leave any empty rooms that are just storing boxes or clutter. But staging your home isn't limited to just the inside, because none of this inside stuff is going to make a darn bit of difference if the buyers don't make it past the front porch. So make the outside just as inviting as the inside. Put a nice wreath on the front door, add some pretty potted plants, and a brand new doormat. Adding a few decorative pieces and some seasonal touches will make the front porch look amazing, and it really sets the right mood for buyers going into your home. Throw some fresh mulch around the landscaping and keep the lawn watered and green, and there you have it. You've just staged your way to a fast and profitable home sale without spending a gazillion bucks. Is it a little bit of work to keep your house looking like this until it sells? Yeah, it probably is. Is it worth it? You tell me, after you've gotten all those offers and sold your home in no time flat. For more DIY home staging tips, click the link in the description below to download my 10 best tips for DIY home staging. Totally free, I promise. But before you do that, remember to like and subscribe, because I do this every week and you don't want to miss anything.